As a little girl, I always knew that I wanted to be in front of the camera. But as life went on, it occurred to me that it was more fun being on the other side of the camera. When I find people who put themselves out there, I wonder, don't they have secrets? Don't they have fears? Aren't they scared that something will come to light? Aren't they worried that their lives will be held up in front of cameras, in front of the x-ray machine, and everything about them would come to public? I've always wondered. So when I hear that someone wakes up in the morning and says, I want to be in front of millions of people by myself, just a decision to be in front of thousands of people, taking a bath, taking a dump, eating food, showing your faults, showing your inadequacies, I always marvel at them. One of such persons is THELMA LAWSON, and will be joining us on the show today. My name is Kamma. Welcome to Have Faith. I remember walking home one evening. I had gone for a stroll, and as I walked to the house, my phone started to buzz, and the person on the other end of the phone said, "Are you watching your TV?" And I said, "No, what's happening on TV?" And the person said, "She's in the house, she's in the house." And I'd been looking for this person for quite a while. So I was like, "Who is in the house?" And she said, "You don't know her, you do know her. Our PORTHARCOURT person got in the house, Thelma." So I started to run home, and I put on the TV. And there she was in all her glory. She's gone on to become so many things in her 56 days in the Big Brother house. Let us welcome PORTHARCOURT's finest. I consider her that. THELMA LAWSON.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I feel great, a little bit overwhelmed, but generally I feel really good. Yeah.
It has been a roller coaster, I guess, and I don't know how you handle it. I don't know how you've been, who you have become. But then I'm following you on Snap. I kind of, for the longest time, thought there were just a few people on Snap.
Yeah.
And then every day since you came out, is always, go to my Snap, go to my Snap. And I'm like, what's happening there? And then there's a whole world out there. Thelma.
Yes.
Life after Big Brother. How has it been?
Life after Big Brother has been a lot. What do I mean by a lot? A lot of opportunities are there. There's a lot of events for you to attend. You know, you're trying to weigh your options. Should I go for this? Should I not go for this? Because like, in as much as we have this space now, there's the saying that you just should not be everywhere. You know, so sometimes the confusion sets in. Who do I show up for? What do I show up for? And what do I not show up for? And also, life after Big Brother, I've said this before, life after Big Brother is expensive because like every day you're going for events, you're doing your makeup, you're doing your hair, outfit, you want to look good, like, and looking good is kind of like my thing actually. So I'm very particular about that. I mean, this was my thing before Big Brother, but now after Big Brother, there's just more events to attend than usual. So it can get really, really crazy sometimes. But yeah, that's just it.
Let's go all the way back. When you were growing up, did you think this was going to be your life?
I remember, I think I was like 8 or 10 years old. I told my cousin, Fiona, I was watching E-News, and I said, I want to be on the red carpet. I said that, you know, so I feel like I was born ready for this moment. Like I always used to look at, you know, red carpet moments and be like, oh my God, I love this. I want to be on the red carpet. People are just taking me pictures and all. So I feel like I've always like had it in me.
What are your fondest memories of growing up here? Because now you've been in Lagos.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who grew up in Lagos are like, oh, we had the best time. And I would like you to shed light on your time growing up outside of Lagos.
My time growing up outside of Lagos. So I went to this nursery school called Onif Early Days, owned by Mrs. Okocha.
Oh,
yeah. So her children always used to have parties in her house, and she would just invite us. So there was always party. And then there was LTs back in the days. That's something I used to look forward to as a child. And then eventually when I became a teenager, I started enjoying going to parties with my friend, go for a movie hangout, mostly partying anyway. But I've always had a good time in PORTHARCOURT, yeah.
PORTHARCOURT people don't go out. I have that saying. I'm like, everybody I see in this town either went to primary school, these are my classmates. They went to secondary school, these are my classmates. They went to our universities here, these are my classmates. You basically are a Port person thoroughly. You went to school here all through. Do you have plans to not be here?
That's a tough one. I will always be a part of Port. I do not have plans to not be here because everybody cannot keep living Port Harcourt. I mean, there are people that have to put Port Harcourt to the world, put Port Harcourt out there. And that's one of the things that I'm very, very passionate about because I feel like there are a lot of creatives, there are a lot of talents in Port Harcourt. They just don't get enough attention, and I would like to use my platform to show more of that and let people know that a whole lot happens in Port Harcourt, more than the politics you hear on the news every other day. Like, things happen in Port Harcourt. Come to Port Harcourt. Yeah, we'll come to Lagos, but you to come to Port Harcourt.
You have a son?
Yes.
How old is he?
He's 2 years old.
You're not married, obviously.
Yes.
You want to share how that came about?
No, I don't talk about anything concerning that, but my son does it. I love him so much. My motherhood journey has shaped the Thelma that I am today, because before I had my son, there were a lot of things that I would not tolerate. People felt like on the show, I was rude, I talk anyhow. But before I had my son, it was worse than that. So imagine how it was now and imagine how it used to be before. But motherhood taught me to be calm. Like, save your energy where you need it the most. You can't pay attention to everything. So somebody can be talking to me and I just look at it in my head and I'm like, I don't need to waste my energy on you. To some people, it may come off as, oh, you feel bigger than other people. But that's just me saving my energy for what's important, you know. More of positive energy around him. That's what it is for me.
When I first came to Port Harcourt, I used to hear people say, I'm a Port Harcourt person, or I'm a Port Harcourt person, don't try me. Where did that energy come from? Being that you grew up here in your house, where did that energy come from? Is it a home thing? Is it an outside thing? Where do people just develop, I'm a Port Harcourt person as a slogan?
I don't give up that, oh, don't try me, or don't try me. I will allow you to try me.
Exactly, and then I can face you. Is it a Port Harcourt thing? Because as I heard, don't try me, I'm a Port Harcourt person.
Well, I would say I just grew up with it. Like, if everybody around you is saying, try me and see, try me and see. You grow up too and you go to school and tell your friends, try me and see.
So it means it's a Port Harcourt thing?
Yes, it's a Port Harcourt thing.
For Port Harcourt people to say, we are bolder than you and we do not take bullshit, and if you bring BS our way, we're giving you a double dose.
At the same time, I feel like it has to do with where I'm from. Okay. The Calabari people, the Ijaw people, I would say, we have a tradition where even if you're married and your husband is not treating you well, your family will return the bride price to the man and collect their daughter back. Okay. So, I think that's kind of like, I think the history of this whole thing you're talking about is tied back to our traditions, like as Ijaw people. You know, for me, I mean, I don't know, but that's where I would say. And then I think back in the days, there used to be like a lot of, courtism is not the word. They just, everybody like, hey, day or day, you know, that kind of thing. Everybody gingering the other person. So I just think it's a Niger Delta thing. I won't say it's just a Port Harcourt thing. Yeah. And
because you said your family members will return your bride price if you were being maltreated.
Yeah.
We'll focus on marriage when we come back. And when we return, THELMA LAWSON is still here. Stay with us. Welcome back. Still with me here at Whole Hog Studio is THELMA LAWSON, the one with many names. She Tribe. I don't know what that one is. My Sheila. Then there's Queen of Task, and then so many more. And before we went on the break, she was talking to us about the Ijaw woman, how we are valued, because for today, I'm considered Ijaw. How we are valued, and bride price can just be returned if you just, stress us out. Yeah. What are your plans? Are you thinking marriage in the near future? Can love just sweep you up your feet?
That's a topic that has not even bothered me in the past 2 years. And every time the conversation comes up, I never have an answer to it, because I don't feel like it's something that I'm prepared for. Like, in the past 2 years, I don't think there's anybody that I have been talking to that has made me feel like, oh, I want to get married. Like, I feel like if I meet somebody and I feel that type of way, I feel like my body would just have like the butterflies, but like for now, like
I can't even begin to explain to you how people don't marry because of butterflies, but this is not the show for that.
no, yeah, exactly. But like what I'm saying is if I was going to do like a scale of preference, like have a priority list, it's not really
1 to 5.
It's not even number 5 actually.
Future plans.
Okay, I would just say that my number 1 priority right now is my son.
Okay.
My business, how to make money, how to
make money again,
how to be a gold digger.
How to make money again.
How to be a gold digger again. Just my son business money. Yeah, that's just what it is for me. Just growing myself, and I feel like these other things will just come along the way, but they shouldn't like be the focus.
Future plans. What are you going to be doing in the future?
I'm mostly interested in the beauty industry. Okay. I just want to be in my lane, dominate the industry as much as I can. So I'm looking at taking my stuff from just a retail store to like a wholesale outlet. Like I want to get to the top of the supply chain, basically. Yeah. I
wish I could ask you about all your skincare routine, because every time you're on air or on Twitter or somewhere, somebody's mentioning, look at her skin. And I want everybody to know that this is actually her skin. Like there's nothing on there right now. She's not covered in anything. There's nothing. Is as you see it right now.
Thank you.
But yes, beauty. When did you get into the beauty space?
After secondary school. Like it took me quite some time to get into the university, and my friends were getting into school, and there were just like a lot of people laughing at me, and I decided to withdraw myself from everybody. So I was very lonely. Doing makeup classes was like my own way of keeping myself busy while I was waiting for school. And then after I got into school, I started selling makeup products. Like I had a very big customer base because I was more of a creative artist. And that's basically how I started in the beauty industry. I won a scholarship by House of Tara Duru Toye, and then did several classes with Jojo's Touch. And I never saw the beauty industry in that type of way. Like they made it like feel so exciting, and it actually was exciting. So, and because I'm a girly girl, it was easy for me to just pick up. It's easy to do business when it revolves around your lifestyle. Yeah, so it's easy for me to do. Yeah.
In the house, I know a few times when we watched the show and I saw you near the kitchen, I'm like, she's going to cook poison for them. Can you cook?
Yes, I can cook. Although I think there's a video they've been telling me about that there was water in my fried rice. Yes. I don't know what that is, but I'm like, if the water refused to done, you will scoop the water out. Now that does not mean the rice was not sweet.
But tell us, how did you come into cooking? Because you used to say, no, that I can cook, I'm in my zone, I'm learning something, I'm doing something. I see it on your snap.
My mom was a caterer and then food educator. And then my grandma likes cooking. Like my grandma enjoyed cooking. So when I was a little girl and she's cooking, I would just sit down there with book and pen and checking the clock. Okay, after 5 minutes, put 2 Maggi. After another 10 minutes, put 1 more Maggi again. So that's just how I started cooking. I do not enjoy cooking, but I know how to cook very well.
Tell us about your mom.
Oh, my mom. Where do I start from? Like, that's a very, very long story. But my mom, may her soul rest in perfect peace. She's a very big part of the Thelma that you guys see today. She was very supportive, and my mom was a lot of things, actually. But I would just summarize by saying she was very supportive. She's like the mom figure that everybody would want. She was very beautiful. She was very intelligent. Very confident, very outspoken. Like it doesn't matter the type of glitter you're wearing, it just cannot move her. Like she was just comfortable with who she was. She wasn't bothered by what other people had, as long as she was doing good. And I did take a little bit of that from my mom. The only thing I would say is my mom was not as confrontational as me. I think that one came from my dad. But
it also comes from probably being Gen Z. Are you 30 yet?
No, I'm not 30 yet, but I don't think like every Gen Z is confrontational.
Okay. Yeah. Gen Z's, I consider Gen Z's bold people.
Yeah, okay.
So it may not be confrontational. I mean, just
but I meet a lot of like Gen Z's too that are not as bold, insecure. So I don't think it's a thing of Gen Z or...
You see that there?
Yeah.
It's the thing Gen Z's do. I meet a few people, they are insecure already. it's probably your personality
Okay.
that shines bright.
Yeah.
But we'll talk more about how you've been shaped by your mom, because I know most interviews you went to, you would speak about her and how her passing affected you. If she were here today, what do you think she would be doing?
If my mom was here, I probably wouldn't even have the time to go on Big Brother, because like after I had my son, I'll have just waybuild him to her and continue my life. Because that year I had my son, I had plans of traveling to like 5 different countries. I was like, my business was like at its peak point, but like when everything happened, having my son, losing my mom on the same day, 2 weeks later, my Instagram business page was taken down by Instagram. So it just looked like I was starting a new journey, like I was starting everything afresh. Like everything was just very, very hectic. So if I had continued at that pace before like all this loss from my Instagram to my mom, I would have been on a level where even if I come across the Big Brother Nigeria audition link, I'll be like, what am I going to do on Big Brother? But again, it was a time where everything just seemed to be going low. Like, so one of the reasons I went for Big Brother was specifically for visibility for my business, and that's why I went on there and I made sure that you guys have to.
Oh, we did not hear the end of it.
I'm a skincare buddy.
Tell us about this business. You started for how long now?
So I'll say 2017 when I started like my makeup trainings, but officially I started selling products in 2018, and then I finally opened my store in 2020. So if we're counting from when I opened my store, my business is 5 years and 6 months. I honestly cannot believe it's been 5 years already. Like, it sounds so strange because it feels like I started yesterday, but I thank God that I've been able to, you know, be steady with my growth in business, slow and steady. Yeah.
And we'll take yet another break, and when we come back, I would follow you into the house. We'll talk about that kiss that didn't happen or happened. We'll talk about the things that I heard that were rumors, and in the morning I'm like, it's not really a rumor.
Okay.
When we get back, we'll still be here with THELMA Lawson.
Thank you.
Stick around. Welcome back, and you're still chilling with me on the show Have Faith. Today in the studio, we've had THELMA Lawson sitting right here on the, would I call this the red couch? Is this a red couch? The wine couch?
Yeah.
Sitting right here with me in the studio, just chilling, and it's her homecoming. So it's the first few hours since she's touched down, and straight here to talk to everyone. Big Brother is the big one. Tell us about the day you left the house.
That day I went into the party room and I was like, you know what? I don't even think I have been having the type of fun. I've not been late. So I went into the party room that day and I made sure to have enough, you know, alcohol. That day I was just like, get me laid. Like, I was ready to party. I'm like, oh, when I drink, it's to go and sleep. Like, when I drink a lot, I just go back and sleep. So after the party, I went up to quickly pee, and then I hear ding dong, and I'm like, new housemates or what? And then people were shouting, and then I look, it's Ebuka, and I'm like, hey, the worst is about to happen. Oh, because I remember that pattern of eviction from like Bam Bam and Teddy A season, so I just knew. But you know, the thing is, my eviction did not shock me. Every single Sunday eviction, one of the reasons I always dress my best is so that just in case my name is called and I have to go on that stage, I have to be looking like a diva. So even if Ebuka wanted to bring me out, they should have told me. I could have won like a boat on my head or something. So I just, by the 8th week, I feel like I had ticked all my boxes. And the house was becoming boring for me.
Why?
So the only, because like I've sold myself, I have done tasks. It's just like a repetition of everything that was happening. My friends,
you were winning tasks.
Yeah, and then my friends were people, I wouldn't say my friends, but people that I was close to, they were getting evicted. By week 8, I feel like I had already, you know.
But what was the strategy of just winning tasks? Because you seem to have won every task every week.
So I take tasks very seriously. Like, but another thing I would say is it was a two-way thing. It's either you win the show or you don't win the show. And instead of losing out completely, one of the ways that you can win something in terms of like money was from task. So I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to win. But this one, I'm sure that if I put in my efforts, I would win. Everything that was within my control, I went for it and I got it.
We could see that.
Yeah.
Because hence
Every other thing, like my eviction, I wasn't in control of that. I only bothered myself about things that I could control.
I want to get into your mind. The few minutes where your name was called and you knew you had to leave the house. Because I remember I'd seen you earlier that evening at the party. I went partying and I was at my party when they said Thelma had been evicted. So I started to scramble to find the footage of it. In the minutes when you walked out, I want to get into your head.
In that minute, it was like, my head was like, because like I said, I had a lot to drink that particular day. But like from when my name was mentioned, I just like, oh, I'm grateful. Like that was just, I just felt like, okay, this journey has come to an end. I've had a good time. Like I did everything that I've wanted to do.
So your mic was taken off you. They put you in a room to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all of that. And then the next Sunday, you guys saw me on stage.
Did you think it was eviction happening or did you think it was a prank?
So from that day, from that moment I was evicted up until when you guys saw me on stage, I probably was only awake for like the 30 minutes I used to do my makeup. I slept up until the eviction time. And my dreams were so funny that day. It was like, I'm sleeping.
Oh, I like dream.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sleeping and the car comes to pick me and we're going to somewhere that is like a radio station for interview. And then I leave the radio station, I'm going to somewhere that looks like a house. And then from there, I'm going somewhere that looks like a school. I'm going to pick my son. So it was like a progressive journey.
But you've treated malaria, right?
Yeah.
Who have you stayed friends with?
K-Bobo, Sabrina. These are the two people that I talk to like very frequently. And then my other friends, Day, Midday, Kola, Gigi Jasmine. Once in a while, me and Mensa talk. And then who again? I'm forgetting. Tracy. There's quite a lot of people.
That's a lot of friends.
There's a lot of people that I'm keeping in touch with for someone that said I was not there to make friends.
Yeah, and I was going to go to that. Meaning that you had so many people in the house in your space, but so many people from River State. Did it shock you when you got into the house? Because I could see the energy of I'm representing my Port Harcourt people, and then there was yet another Port Harcourt person. Yet another Port Harcourt person. So at what point did you start to feel like maybe I'm not the only one representing Port Harcourt and we're all here?
No, it was so exciting because like I remember when I walked in and then I saw Ibi Fubara and I'm like, I know this name, this has to be from River State. Like for me it was the excitement of, oh, I know someone that we're from the same place. And then Isabella came in and I'm like, oh, and then she says, oh, she's from River State too. And I'm like, amazing. And then so those are the two girls that I started, talking with because they were from River State. And then by the next day, Mensa came with the whole pressure.
Yeah.
Anthony Islands. I'm like, I've not seen this amount of Port Harcourt people on Big Brother before. This is the year for me, definitely. So it just made me feel at home.
Was that just 4 Big Brother people in the house? I would have thought there were more than.
We were 5. There's Denari who also lives in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
I think it was in week 4 or week 3 that I figured out that Denari lived in Port Harcourt. I didn't know this whole time. I just felt like, oh, he was an Anambra boy.
But did you think that impacted your vote from this side? Being that everybody had their faves from this region, so everybody wouldn't pull their votes together and offer? Because I felt like it was a strategy. When anybody comes in, the first thing they think is my side would support me. And you came with the whole I'm Rivers, I'm Calabari, and every other person came with the I'm Rivers. Did you think it divided? It made your chances
I don't think
slimmer?
so.
Is that my Dawson? My baby. Bring my Dawson. He not gonna agree. My baby boy. Come. How are you? Look at him. Look at him. How are you? You're no more worried about me. Oh. I want to show you something. Hey, where's my phone? I wish I could show you one woman. Let me show you one woman that was dancing today when I went to pick her. You need to see what I have for you. Doesn't? Look at it. Look at it. See. Who is that? Look at her. Who is that? There, take. Check for her. It's time for you to come out. Because our fight is about to start. Our fight is about to start. It's time for Mama to come out. She's thinking like we should have won.
Is that Dusty? Can I get the keys?
Oh,
Is that Dusty?